for 2018-2019,
Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. We did a video a couple of days ago talking about
ticket prices.
It was average something. I know it escaped me for a minute.
Yeah.
Average ticket prices. And someone made the suggestion, I think it was one of the Patreon members, suggested maybe you could talk about average attendance for each team. And I thought that was a pretty good idea because we've done that in the past, probably about a year and a half ago. So it's about time we do it again, I'd say. We're on a new season now, so let's review the numbers and see what team has the best home average attendance. Any predictions?
I have some predictions. Are we going to talk? I know last time when we did this, it's been a while, but some of the average attendance figures actually exceeded the registered capacity.
Standing tickets, I believe.
Yeah, and they included that because of standing. So some of these numbers are going to be more than 100% of capacity.
That is correct.
Yeah, and some rinks are bigger than others. So someone's average attendance of 18,500 might be 103%, whereas someone's average attendance of 19,000 might be 89% because they have a bigger barn.
And I'm not going to tell you the percentages. I have them here, but I'm not going to tell you in order of percentages. I'm going to tell you in order of average, lowest to highest, as far as
people,
pure bums.
Bums in seats or bums standing.
Yeah, just bums in buildings.
All right, bums in buildings.
Not including workers or players or staff. Okay, so any predictions as far as worst or best?
I have a few best predictions.
Okay, let's hear them.
I think just because of the size of the arena, I think Montreal and Chicago and Vegas will probably have very high standings in this grouping.
What about low?
And Toronto. Low, I would be thinking Florida, maybe Arizona. Not so sure about Dallas's draw. Ottawa will be down there too, I would think. So.
Okay.
All right.
Let's have at it.
Predictions.
The worst average attendance in the National Hockey League,
in the NHL, as we also call it,
is the New York Islanders.
Oh.
12,133.
What?
Really good attendance at the Nassau Coliseum. Really bad attendance at the Barclays.
At the Barclays Center. Wow, I'm surprised. Now, I know in the case of the Coliseum, they've renovated the Coliseum, and it can only accommodate
That's correct.
a lot fewer players than it used to in its heyday, but it's still more than that.
Yep.
Right, so.
They don't have the worst percentage. Their percentage is 76.7. That's not the worst in the league, but they are on the bottom as far as bums.
Right.
Next is Florida with 13,041. They're at 77.1%. 29th is Arizona. They're at 13,705. They're at 80%. Looks to be like Carolina has the worst percentage. They have 13,901. Their percentage is 74.4. Ottawa's next with 14,415 at 75.3%. New Jersey, yikes, 14,895.
Wow.
But they're at 93%, which is interesting. Winnipeg is 25th at 15,265, but
they have the smallest arena in the NHL.
They do. That's 102.1%.
Okay.
So if your team is low on this list, don't feel too bad. It is more about the percentage, and that's why I am reading the percentages, but I'm just not sorting by the percentages.
Right.
So Columbus is in 24th, 16,311, and they're at 89.9%.
That's not bad.
Anaheim is 16,793. That's 97.8%, so really, really good for them. Colorado, 16,988. That's at 94.3%. St. Louis is 17,149. That's 89.6%. San Jose, 17,194. 97.9%. Again, another California team with really good attendance. That's awesome to see. The Rangers are 19th, 17,326. That's 96.2%. Nashville, 17,398, but it's 101.7%. Boston, 17,567, exactly 100%. Buffalo, 17,888, that's 93.8%. Vancouver, 17,921, that's 94.8%. Los Angeles, 17,985, that's 98.7%. So it looks to be like no California team is below 97%, which is awesome. Dallas is 13th, 18,172, 98.1%. Really, really good for Dallas.
That's really good.
Super good for Dallas.
I'm surprised and pleased.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vegas is 12th, 18,297. That's 105.4%.
They're hanging from the rafters.
They are.
Well, when we watch Vegas games, even the people who buy seats aren't using them because there's like 10 rows of people down by the glass that are all standing almost for the whole damn game. Right. It's annoying, but good for them.
Edmonton is in 11th, 18,347. And they're only at 98.4%. Do you think Edmonton would have a little bit higher draw than that? New building, Connor McDavid, but still hard to complain about 98.4%. But Calgary, 18,354. That's 95.2%. Washington, 18,509. That's exactly 100%. Pittsburgh, 18,552. That's 100.9%. Minnesota is 7th at 18,927. That's 105.4%. Awesome. Good job, Minnesota.
Well done.
Detroit is 6th, 19,074 in that new building.
Wow.
At 97.7%. You'd never know it, though, because the seats always look empty in that building.
Really? In fact, I saw them in the Montreal game the other day. They talked about how they had, in the lower bowl, they changed the colors of the seat backs. Because they were white before, or a lighter color, and it was distracting not only to the cameras but the players and everything else. So they put sleeves over them to make them darker. So when a seat was vacant, it wouldn't be so obvious.
Exactly, yeah.
So I took from that it would be low attendance, but numbers don't lie, baby.
Numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
And number 5 is Tampa Bay, 19,092. And that's exactly 100%. Toronto is number 4, 19,279. That's 102.4%. Number 3, Philadelphia, 20,653. 98.1%. That's awesome. Montreal is number 2, 20,993. That's only 98.7%. Not good. And number 1, Chicago Blackhawks, 23,036. That's 106.8%. That is the highest average attendance, and that is the highest percentage as well.
Wow.
So, well done, Chicago.
I guess if you're running the United Center, put in some more seats.
That's right. Yeah.
Let these people sit down.
Exactly.
That's cool.
And these attendance numbers are as of March 1st, so a couple of days ago. So what's your take from this? Like, obviously the Islanders thing is a bit skewed because of the two arenas, but Dallas was a bit opposite of what you thought maybe.
Yeah, I was surprised at Dallas. I was surprised at Philadelphia.
Yeah, definitely.
And pleased.
Apparently they're renovating that arena coming up soon. I think they're doing it this summer or next summer or something. So that arena, the Wells Fargo arena, is going to get some upgrades, which is pretty cool.
I remember the Spectrum.
The Spectrum.
The Spectrum. That's where they used to play way back in the day.
St. Louis surprises me a little bit. They got that new scoreboard. The team's been a little iffy this year. Obviously not lately, but at the beginning of the year. So, and some of these, like San Jose, they've only played 29 games. Some of the teams on this have played 34. So they'll have a little bit more home games than others. Again, this is based on average, so maybe it doesn't really matter. But still, I just thought that this was really interesting. Now, any one of you can go look up these statistics on your own, but it's good to make a video about it, in my opinion, to have a little bit of a conversation with you, and also generates conversation in the comments as well. So that's why I do these kind of statistical videos. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Which of those teams surprised you? Which of those teams didn't? Did you expect Chicago to be up there at the top? You did. Probably from the previous video that we made, like this couple of years ago, Chicago was, I think, number one.
Were they?
Yeah.
I don't recall distinctly, but I just know from hearing about it many times that Chicago has exceptional attendance and a big building. So.
Yep. Well, when you win 3 Stanley Cups, that helps. So
yeah, it kind of gets people talking.
That's right. So thanks for joining me for this video. I really appreciate it. Guys, let me know down in the comment section what you think about all of these numbers and the percentages and stuff. And hope you're having a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios.